Does signing Messi give PSG the highest wage bill of any sports team? Lionel Messi's impending move to PSG still seems very hard to fathom, but wait till you see the money at play. The 34-year-old Argentine great is reportedly set to earn £25 million a year after tax as he signs a 2-year deal at the Parc des Princes, with a deal likely to be finalized in the coming days. With seemingly no end to PSG's expenditure this summer, the Ligue 1 club now have an astronomically high wage bill which is way out in front on a global scale. Sportsmail gives you all the figures and explains how they're outspending sporting heavyweights across a number of different sports. 10. Cleveland Browns, £157 million. The Browns have spent big money in recent seasons as they eye postseason success. Wide receivers Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry are the highest earners, on base salaries of £10.4 million and £9 million respectively. Last season, the Browns clinched their first winning season since 2007, making it to the playoffs for the first time since 2002, but they lost in the divisional round to the Chiefs. Source: Spotrac 9. Dallas Cowboys, £158 million. The Texas team are the highest-paid NFL franchise, pipping the Cleveland Browns, New England Patriots and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Quarterback Dak Prescott is on a base salary of £6.4 million, with a large signing bonus of £9.5 million, with defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence on £15.8 million overall. That expenditure did not transition into results last year for the Cowboys though, as they finished third in the NFC East with a season record of 6-10. Source: Spotrac 8. Chelsea, £163 million. N'Golo Kante is Chelsea's highest earner, after he signed a new deal in 2018 believed to be worth £290,000 a week, which equates to £15 million a year. Timo Werner is second on the list after his signing last summer from RB Leipzig on £14.14 million, while Ben Chilwell, Kepa Arrizabalaga and Mateo Kovacic complete the top 5. This figure could go up further in the coming weeks though, should Romelu Lukaku complete a sensational £97.5 million move back to Stamford Bridge. Source: Salary Sport 7. Bayern Munich, £166 million. The Bundesliga champions pay their stars well. As many as 7 players are on more than £10 million a year, with Robert Lewandowski the highest earner on £18.3 million a year and Manuel Neuer £1.9 million behind. Leroy Sane, Thomas Muller, Lucas Hernandez and Douglas Costa are the others on 8-figure salaries. Source: Salary Sport 6. Juventus, £184 million. The Italian giants are 6th on the list largely down to the wages of one man. No prizes for guessing who. Cristiano Ronaldo is reportedly on £52 million a year, that's £1 million a week, and is by far and away the club's highest earner. Paulo Dybala is some way behind, second on the list, on £12.3 million with Matthijs de Ligt on £11. Source: Salary Sport 5. Los Angeles Dodgers, £193 million. The highest-paid non-football sports team is MLB franchise the Dodgers, who won their first World Series in 32 years last year. Trevor Bauer earns the most, at £24.5 million, while Mookie Betts was recently handed an astonishing 12-year $365 million deal, which works out at $30.4 million, £21.9 million a year. The Dodgers are some way ahead of the second highest-paid MLB team, the New York Yankees, who have an annual payroll of £146 million. Source: Spotrac 4. Barcelona, £195 million. This is the Messi effect. Before this summer, Barcelona actually topped this list on £238 million. But as the Catalans failed to agree a new contract for their most prized asset, their total wage bill dropped dramatically as they look to rid themselves of the astonishing levels of debt they find themselves in. Nevertheless, Antoine Griezmann is still on a yearly salary of £30.8 million, with Felipe Coutinho now the third highest earner on £21.2 million. New signings Sergio Aguero and Memphis Depay are reportedly on £5 million and £4.3 million a year respectively. Source: Salary Sport 3. Manchester United, £201 million. The big money signings this summer of Jadon Sancho and Raphael Varane, whose move is not yet fully completed, sees the Red Devils third in the list of the highest wage bills of global sports teams. Sancho, signed for £73 million from Borussia Dortmund, is on £18.2 million a year, while the club's highest earner is still goalkeeper David De Gea, on £19.5 million. French defender Varane is reportedly set to earn £10.25 million per season at Old Trafford, with Paul Pogba, Edinson Cavani, Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford also all earning £10 million plus a year. Source: Spotrac 2. Real Madrid, £212 million. The Spanish giants have seen their wage bill reduced somewhat by Sergio Ramos's departure this summer, given their former captain was on £17.5 million a year according to Salary Sport. Yet with David Alaba reportedly earning in the region of £10 million a year, Madrid still retain second spot. Their highest earner is Eden Hazard, on an annual wage of £21 million a year, while Toni Kroos, Karim Benzema and Luka Modric are all above £15 million a year too. Source: Salary Sport 1. PSG, £256 million. It's been quite the summer for the Parisians. As well as Messi's £25 million a year after tax deal, the League One club have splashed out on free agents Jorginho Wijnaldum, Gianluigi Donnarumma and Ramos for a reported combined annual salary outlay of £29.2 million. It means the League One club, backed by Qatari investment, now by some distance, have the highest wage bill of any sports team on the planet, at around £256 million. A huge renewal of Kylian Mbappe's contract will see that figure increase this summer too. Source: Salary Sport. Selected others: Tampa Bay Buccaneers, £147 million, Man City, £146 million, New York Giants, £143 million, New England Patriots, £142 million, Kansas City Chiefs, £140 million, San Francisco 49ers, £140 million, Liverpool, £139 million, Tottenham, £137 million, Arsenal, £136 million, Golden State Warriors, £127 million, Miami Heat, £95 million.